If you are over 60, some vegetables on your plate may be working against your body in ways you never expected. They look healthy, they are recommended everywhere, yet inside your body they can trigger inflammation, slow digestion, and quietly increase sugar levels. The surprising part is this: many people eat these vegetables every single day, believing they are making the right choice. But your body after 60 follows different rules. Foods that once helped you may now create hidden stress. Here is where it gets even more interesting. While some vegetables can quietly drain your energy and affect your health, a few powerful ones can do the complete opposite. They can support your digestion, reduce inflammation, and help your body feel lighter and stronger. The difference between the wrong vegetable and the right one can be the difference between feeling tired all day and feeling active and in control again. Most people never learn this, and that is why they keep struggling without knowing the real cause. In this video, you will discover 4 vegetables that you should completely avoid after 60 based on how they affect your body at this stage of life. Some of them will truly surprise you because they are often called healthy. You will also learn about 3 vegetables that your body actually needs right now. These are simple foods, easy to find, yet powerful enough to support your health in a natural way. This information can help you make small changes that lead to noticeable results in your daily life. Make sure you stay with this video until the end because the last vegetable on the must-eat list is one that very few people talk about, yet it can make a real difference in how your body functions after 60. Missing that one detail could mean missing out on a simple habit that supports your long-term health. This is about understanding your body, making smarter choices, and avoiding common mistakes that many people continue to make without realizing it. By the end of this video, you will see your daily meals in a completely different way. Welcome to our channel, where we share simple and practical health tips to help you live better every day. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and stay connected with us. Because after 60, your body begins to change in ways that are easy to miss at first. The signals are quiet. Meals that once felt light may now sit heavy in your stomach. You may notice less energy after eating or a feeling of discomfort that was never there before. This is where digestion starts to slow down. Your body produces fewer digestive enzymes, and the process of breaking down food becomes less efficient. As a result, even certain vegetables that were once easy to handle can begin to cause bloating, gas, or irritation. At the same time, inflammation inside the body tends to increase. This does not always show up as pain right away. It can build slowly, affecting your joints, your energy levels, and even how well your body responds to food. Some vegetables, especially those that are harder to digest or contain certain natural compounds, can add to this internal stress. They may seem harmless on the surface, yet they quietly contribute to discomfort over time. Another important shift happens in the way your body handles blood sugar. After 60, your system becomes more sensitive. Certain vegetables that are higher in natural sugars or starch can cause spikes that you might not expect. These spikes can lead to sudden drops in energy, cravings, and a cycle that feels difficult to control. Many people continue eating these foods daily, believing they are still making healthy choices without realizing how their body is reacting differently now. There is also a change in gut balance. The healthy bacteria that support digestion and immunity can decrease with age. This makes your system more sensitive to foods that disrupt that balance. Some vegetables, especially when eaten in large amounts or prepared in certain ways, can create more strain than support. The body becomes less forgiving and small dietary habits start to have a bigger impact. This is where most people get it wrong. They follow the same advice they have heard for years without adjusting it to their current needs. They trust that all vegetables are always good in every situation at every age, but after 60, the details matter more than ever. The type of vegetable, the quantity, and even how it is prepared can change how your body responds, often in ways that are not immediately obvious. You trust vegetables. For years, they have been a symbol of good health, something you could add to your plate without a second thought. They are recommended by doctors, nutritionists, and almost every health guide out there. So it feels natural to believe they are always safe, no matter your age or condition. You fill your meals with them, confident that you are doing something right for your body. That trust becomes a habit, and that habit becomes something you rarely question. But as your body changes with age, that simple belief starts to become more complicated. Not all vegetables work the same way in an aging body. The way your system reacts to food is no longer the same as it was years ago. What once felt light and easy to digest may now create subtle discomfort. The difference is not always obvious at first. It builds slowly, often going unnoticed because the foods themselves are still seen as healthy. Some vegetables can begin to increase bloating, especially when your digestion has slowed down. You might feel fullness that lingers longer than expected, or a sense of heaviness that affects your comfort throughout the day. At the same time, certain vegetables that contain higher levels of natural sugars or starch can lead to unexpected spikes in blood sugar. These changes may show up as sudden drops in energy, mild fatigue, or a need to snack more often, even when you believe your meals are balanced. There is also the effect on joints and overall inflammation. Some vegetables, particularly when eaten frequently or in large portions, can contribute to internal irritation in sensitive individuals. This can show up as stiffness, mild aches, or a general feeling that your body is not as flexible as it used to be. The connection between these symptoms and your diet is easy to miss because vegetables are rarely seen as the cause. And that is what makes this situation so easy to overlook. These changes do not happen overnight, they develop gradually, blending into your daily routine. You continue eating the same foods, trusting they are helping you, while your body quietly responds in ways you do not immediately connect to what is on your plate. Now it is time to shift the focus and look more closely at the vegetables that may be working against your body after 60. This is where things begin to change. Up to this point, vegetables have always felt like the safest part of your meal, something you could rely on without thinking twice. But as you will see, some of them can create subtle problems that build over time. These are not rare or unusual foods. In fact, they are very common, often found in everyday meals, and widely recommended as part of a healthy diet. As we move forward, pay close attention to how each one affects the body at this stage of life. The goal here is to understand the hidden impact that is often overlooked. Some of these vegetables may seem completely harmless, even beneficial, yet they can place extra stress on digestion, influence blood sugar in unexpected ways, or contribute to discomfort that feels difficult to explain. The effects are not always immediate, which is why they are so easy to ignore. You may recognize some of these vegetables as items you have been eating for years. That familiarity can make the information feel surprising. It may even challenge what you have believed for a long time. But this is where awareness begins to make a difference. Small details about how your body processes certain foods can change the way you approach your daily meals. Each vegetable we discuss will reveal something important about how the body responds after 60. The focus will remain on what happens inside your system rather than what is commonly said on the surface. This is about understanding the deeper effect, the one that is often missed in general advice. And as we go through this list, there is one in particular that tends to catch people off guard. It is widely accepted as healthy, often included in balanced diets, and rarely questioned, yet its effect on the body at this stage can be very different from what most expect. That is why it stands out, and that is why paying attention to it can change the way you see your food choices moving forward. First, spinach. It looks healthy, and for many years it has been praised as one of the best vegetables you can eat. It is rich in nutrients, widely recommended, and often added to salads, smoothies, and cooked meals without a second thought. On the surface, it seems like a perfect choice, especially when you are trying to take care of your health. But for people over 60, the way the body responds to spinach can begin to change in subtle ways. Spinach contains compounds known as oxalates, which can become harder for the body to process as digestion slows down with age. These compounds combine with minerals like calcium, making it more difficult for your body to absorb what it needs. Over time, this may affect how your body maintains bone strength and balance. At the same time, oxalates can contribute to discomfort in the digestive system, especially if your gut has become more sensitive. For some individuals, regular consumption of spinach in larger amounts can also play a role in the formation of kidney stones. This is not something that happens suddenly, and it does not affect everyone in the same way, but the risk can increase as your body becomes less efficient at processing certain substances. The connection is often overlooked because spinach is still seen as a healthy food, and the idea that it could create problems feels unexpected. The real problem is that your body struggles to break down and manage these compounds as effectively as it once did. What used to pass through your system without any issue may now create a slow buildup of stress. This can show up as mild discomfort, changes in how your body feels after meals, or issues that seem unrelated at first. Because the symptoms are not immediate or severe, they are easy to ignore. Spinach still carries its reputation as a nutritious vegetable, and that is what makes it easy to continue eating it in the same way as before. The shift happens quietly, without clear warning signs, and that is where the impact begins to take shape over time. Second, potatoes. This one is common in daily meals, found in many forms from boiled to mashed to fried. It feels simple, filling, and familiar, often becoming a regular part of lunch or dinner without much thought. For years, it has been treated as a basic vegetable that provides energy and satisfaction. It pairs easily with other foods, and because of its mild taste, it is often eaten in larger portions. But it can lead to changes in blood sugar that become more noticeable after 60. Potatoes are high in starch, which the body quickly converts into glucose. As your system becomes more sensitive with age, these rapid increases in blood sugar can create a cycle that affects your energy levels throughout the day. You may feel a sudden boost after eating, followed by a drop that leaves you feeling tired or low. This pattern can repeat itself, making it harder to maintain steady energy, especially if you already have issues related to blood sugar such as insulin resistance or early signs of diabetes. The effect can become more pronounced. The body may struggle to handle these spikes efficiently, leading to a strain on how glucose is managed. Over time, this can influence how often you feel hungry, how your weight responds to your diet, and how stable your energy feels from morning to evening. There is also the way potatoes interact with digestion. As the digestive system slows down, heavier and more starchy foods can take longer to process. This can lead to a feeling of fullness that lingers, or a sense that your meals are sitting in your stomach longer than they used to. It may feel subtle at first, but it becomes more noticeable with repeated exposure. Most people do not connect this to something as simple as potatoes, because they are so widely consumed and accepted as part of everyday eating. The idea that they could be affecting your body in this way often goes unnoticed. The changes happen quietly, blending into your routine while your body responds in ways that are easy to overlook. Now, this one shocks most people because it is often called a super healthy choice and is recommended in almost every balanced diet. Broccoli has built a strong reputation over the years. It is known for its vitamins, fiber, and overall nutritional value, and many people add it to their meals believing it will always support their health. It is steamed, boiled, or mixed into different dishes, becoming a regular part of daily eating without much hesitation. But after 60, the way your body handles broccoli can begin to shift. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli contain compounds that can be harder to break down when digestion slows with age. This can lead to gas, bloating, and a feeling of discomfort that may not have been present before. The fiber content, while generally beneficial, can become overwhelming for a more sensitive digestive system, especially when eaten in larger portions or without proper preparation. It may actually slow your digestion in ways that are easy to overlook. Instead of moving smoothly through your system, it can create a sense of heaviness or pressure that builds after meals. You might notice that your stomach feels tight or that your energy dips slightly even though you believe you have eaten something light and healthy. These small changes can blend into your daily routine, making it difficult to identify the exact cause. There is also an effect on how your body manages certain hormones, particularly those related to the thyroid. Broccoli contains natural substances that in larger amounts may interfere with how the thyroid functions, especially in individuals who are already sensitive. This does not affect everyone in the same way, but it becomes more relevant as the body grows more delicate with age. Here's why this matters. Foods that were once easy for your body to process may now require more effort, and that extra effort can show up as subtle discomfort. Because broccoli continues to be seen as a healthy option, most people do not question it. They keep eating it regularly, unaware that their body may be responding differently now than it did years ago. And the last one, eggplant. It is often included in meals for its rich texture and ability to absorb flavors, making it a favorite in many traditional dishes. It feels light when cooked properly and is usually seen as a harmless addition to the plate. Because of this, it is rarely questioned and can become a regular part of weekly meals without much thought. This one silently affects your body in ways that are easy to miss. Eggplant belongs to a group of vegetables known as nightshades, which contain natural compounds that can trigger sensitivity in some individuals, especially as the body becomes more reactive with age. These compounds may contribute to low level inflammation that builds gradually over time. It does not always show up clearly, and that is what makes it harder to connect with what you are eating. If you eat this often, you may notice small changes in how your body feels. There could be a sense of stiffness in your joints, a slight discomfort that comes and goes, or a feeling that your body is not moving as freely as it used to. These sensations may seem like a normal part of aging, something that just happens over time. Because they develop slowly, they rarely point directly to a specific food. There is also the way eggplant interacts with digestion. For some people, it can create mild irritation in the gut, especially if the digestive system has become more sensitive. This can lead to a feeling of unease after meals, a kind of discomfort that is difficult to describe but noticeable enough to affect how you feel throughout the day. The reaction is often subtle, which makes it easy to ignore, but you never realize the cause because eggplant continues to be seen as a healthy vegetable. It does not raise immediate concerns, and it is not commonly associated with these kinds of effects. The connection stays hidden, blending into your routine while your body quietly responds in ways that are easy to overlook and difficult to trace back to something as simple as what is on your plate. Now, here is the good news because the story does not end with avoiding certain vegetables. There are others that can truly support your body after 60, working in harmony with the changes happening inside you. These are the kinds of foods that feel lighter, easier to process, and more aligned with what your body needs at this stage of life. Instead of creating hidden stress, they help bring a sense of balance that you can feel throughout your day. Some vegetables can actually support your digestion in a gentle and natural way. As your system slows down, it begins to respond better to foods that are easier to break down and absorb. These vegetables provide the kind of fiber that feels smooth rather than heavy, allowing your body to process meals without discomfort. You may start to notice a difference in how your stomach feels after eating, with less bloating and a more settled, comfortable sensation that lasts longer. They also play a role in reducing inflammation, which becomes more important as your body grows more sensitive over time. Certain vegetables contain natural compounds that help calm internal irritation, supporting your joints and overall movement. This can show up as a subtle sense of ease in your body, where stiffness feels less intense and your movements feel more natural. These changes may be gradual, but they build in a way that supports your daily comfort. Another important benefit is how these vegetables help keep your energy stable. Instead of causing quick spikes and drops, they provide a steady release of nutrients that your body can use efficiently. This can lead to a more consistent level of energy throughout the day without the sudden fatigue that sometimes follows meals. You may find that you feel more balanced, with fewer cravings and a clearer sense of control over your appetite. As these supportive vegetables become part of your routine, the difference begins to feel more noticeable. Meals feel lighter, your body responds more smoothly, and the small discomforts that once seemed normal start to fade into the background. The focus shifts from simply eating vegetables to choosing the ones that truly work with your body, creating a pattern that feels more in tune with how you feel each day. Second, carrots. This vegetable is powerful because it works gently with your body while still providing strong support where it matters most. Carrots are rich in beta carotene, a natural compound that your body converts into vitamin A, which plays an important role in maintaining vision, especially as eyesight begins to weaken with age. As your body becomes more sensitive over time, nutrients that support essential functions start to carry even more value, and carrots offer this in a form that is easy to absorb. It protects your eyes in a way that feels steady and consistent. Vision changes can happen gradually, and supporting eye health through simple foods becomes an important part of daily care. Carrots also contain antioxidants that help protect your cells from internal stress, which tends to increase as the body ages. This kind of protection works quietly in the background, supporting different systems without placing extra strain on digestion. Carrots are also known for being easy on the digestive system. Their fiber is gentle, especially when cooked, allowing your body to process them without discomfort. This can make a noticeable difference in how you feel after meals. Instead of heaviness or bloating, there is a smoother transition as your body breaks down and absorbs nutrients. This becomes especially helpful when digestion is no longer as strong as it once was, and improves your overall energy balance in a subtle but steady way. Carrots contain natural sugars, but they are released slowly into the bloodstream, helping to avoid sudden spikes. This allows your body to maintain a more stable level of energy throughout the day. You may find that you feel more consistent without the sharp highs and lows that sometimes follow other foods. There is also the way carrots support your immune system. As your body ages, maintaining a strong defense becomes more important, and the nutrients in carrots contribute to that support. They work alongside other systems, helping your body respond more effectively to daily challenges. The effect may not feel immediate, but over time it becomes part of a pattern where your body feels more balanced and supported in a natural way. And the most important one, spinach. This vegetable does something very few foods can when it comes to supporting the body in a gentle yet effective way. While it may have challenges for some people when eaten in excess or in raw form, when prepared properly and consumed in balanced amounts, it can offer a wide range of benefits that align well with the needs of a body after 60. It carries a combination of nutrients that work together rather than placing stress on a single system. It helps your body maintain strength and balance through its rich supply of vitamins and minerals. Spinach contains magnesium, which plays a role in muscle function and helps reduce tension that can build up over time. It also supports nerve function, allowing your body to communicate more smoothly between different systems. These effects can show up as a subtle sense of ease in movement and a more relaxed feeling throughout the day. There is also the way spinach supports blood health. It contains iron and folate, which contribute to healthy red blood cell function. As the body ages, maintaining proper circulation and oxygen flow becomes more important, and spinach provides these elements in a form that can be absorbed when prepared correctly. This can influence how energized you feel, especially during daily activities that require steady stamina. Especially after 60, hydration at the cellular level becomes more important, and spinach contributes to this through its high water content and nutrient density. It helps the body stay balanced, supporting processes that rely on proper fluid levels. This can affect how your skin feels, how your joints move, and how your body manages temperature and internal stability. Spinach also contains natural compounds that support detox processes in a gentle way. Instead of overwhelming the system, it works gradually, helping your body manage internal waste more efficiently. When included as part of a balanced approach, it becomes a steady source of support, fitting into your routine without creating the kind of strain that heavier or harder to digest foods might cause. So it is not just about eating vegetables, and that is where the real shift begins to take place. For years, the focus has been on adding more greens to your plate, trusting that more always means better. That idea feels simple and safe, and it works well at certain stages of life. But as your body changes, the details start to matter more than the general rule. The type of vegetable, the way it is prepared, and how your body responds all begin to carry more weight in how you feel each day. It is about eating the right ones for your age, choosing foods that align with what your body can handle now rather than what worked in the past. This is a quieter kind of awareness, one that develops through noticing how your body reacts instead of following habits automatically. Some vegetables feel lighter and easier, while others create a sense of discomfort that builds slowly. The difference may seem small at first, yet it becomes more noticeable over time as these choices repeat day after day. After 60, your body plays by different rules, even if those changes are not always obvious. Digestion slows, sensitivity increases, and the balance inside your system becomes more delicate. Foods that once passed through without any issue may now require more effort, and that effort can show up in ways that are easy to overlook. You may feel a shift in energy, a change in how your body responds after meals, or a subtle difference in comfort that becomes part of your routine. And small changes can make a big difference in how all of this comes together. Adjusting what you eat even slightly can begin to influence how your body feels throughout the day. The impact builds gradually, shaping your daily experience in a way that feels more stable and more in tune with your needs. These shifts do not rely on drastic changes or complicated plans. They come from understanding how your body works now and responding to it with choices that support it in a more natural and balanced way. Try removing the wrong vegetables from your meals for just a few days and give your body a chance to reset in a natural way. Pay attention to how you feel after eating, how your energy shifts, and how your digestion responds. Then slowly add the right vegetables into your routine, the ones that support your body instead of working against it. These small adjustments may seem simple, but they can create changes that you begin to notice in your daily life, from how light you feel after meals to how steady your energy remains throughout the day. Watch how your body responds during this time. Notice the difference in comfort, in movement, and even in how you approach your meals. This process is about becoming more aware of what truly works for you now at this stage of life and allowing your choices to reflect that understanding. There is no need for complicated steps, only a willingness to observe and adjust in a way that feels right for your body. If this helped you, like the video and share it with someone who may benefit from this information. And for more simple and practical health tips that fit into your everyday life, make sure to subscribe to our channel and stay connected with us.